Top stories in this edition of the Winn TV News. Sir Edmund Lawrence no longer Governor General, and another homicide in Nevis. The details of these and other stories after a word from our sponsor.
For the month of May, Ashbury's have 25% off on most fragrances. Come and take advantage. Remember, Father's Day is around the corner and you can reward Dad with a nice fragrance. We are located at Liverpool Row at the Circus. Call us at 465-8175 and at the Marriott 466-1626. Ashbury's.
I'm Andre Huey and this is the Winn TV News. St. Kitts and Nevis now has an acting Governor General following approval from Head of State Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth for the withdrawal of appointment of Governor General Sir Edmund Lawrence. More in this report from Ken Richard.
St. Kitts and Nevis now has an acting Governor General following approval from Head of State Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth for the withdrawal of the appointment of Governor General Sir Edmund Lawrence. A statement from Prime Minister Timothy Harris confirms that QC Tapley Seaton has been officially appointed as acting Governor General by the Queen.
The Honourable Attorney General Vincent Byron and I met with Sir Edmund Lawrence yesterday, Monday, 18th, 2015, at Government House to apprise him of the communication dated May 18, 2015, from Buckingham Palace, confirming that Her Majesty the Queen had given her approval for the withdrawal of his appointment as the Governor-General of St. Kitts and Nevis, and the appointment of Mr. Samuel Weymouth Tapley Seaton as acting Governor-General. The Queen's formal approval of the request was given on May 14, 2015, and is therefore effective from this date.
The decision to withdraw the appointment of the outgoing Governor-General comes as no surprise. He had been accused by the then Team Unity opposition of adopting a partisan approach to the then motion of no confidence issue by ignoring their letter to him informing Sir Edmund that they had the elected majority in the federal parliament at the time, 6 of the 11, 2 from the People's Action Movement, 2 from the Concerned Citizens Movement, and 2 from the then newly formed People's Labour Party. Team Unity had expressed concern that the appeal to the Governor-General to move the process forward had been completely ignored. The throne speech at last Thursday's opening of the new parliament was read by recently appointed Governor-General's Deputy Seaton, leading to accusations from the opposition St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party that the new administration had been disrespectful to Sir Edmund and that turn of affairs amounted to political scheming on the part of the Prime Minister and the Attorney General.
A man was shot dead and killed in his home in Nevis. For more in this report, we join Winn TV's Ken Richards.
In the 5th month of the year, the number of homicides in St. Kitts and Nevis stands at 15, 10 in St. Kitts and 5 in Nevis. The latest killing took place in Nevis Monday morning at about 4 a.m. Police have identified the victim as Wayne Fallons.
The violent crime unit of the Royal St. Christopher Nevis, which is at the Nevis Division, is currently investigating homicide at Mount Lily. Wayne Fallons was attacked at his home by a number of armed assailants, and he succumbed to his injuries at the home. The incident took place 4 a.m. on Monday, 18th of May.
The government's throne speech in Parliament said last week that it was taking concrete steps in an attempt to reduce crime. Concern was expressed about the number of young men killing other young men.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Winn FM.
Winn FM's mission is to contribute meaningfully to the information, awareness, and the development of our nation and the region through the building of educated and informed communities. Winn FM faces the issues squarely, without shying away from controversy, while striving continuously to provide balanced, responsible reporting.
Better music, better talk, better radio. 98.9 Winn FM.
For the month of May, Ashbreeze have 25% off on most fragrances. Come and take advantage. Remember, Father's Day is around the corner and you can reward Dad with a nice fragrance. We are located at Liverpool Row at the Circus. Call us at 465-8175 and at the Marriott 466-1626. Ashbreeze.
Welcome back. Legislation regarding the electoral process in St. Kitts and Nevis can be expected during the term of Team Unity administration. We hear more in this report.
An announcement to that effect was made during Thursday's throne speech in Parliament, delivered by the Governor-General's recently appointed Deputy QC Tapley Seaton.
Our Team Unity government is examining the conduct of the general election of 2015 and the various election observer reports, and will make timely recommendations, legislative recommendations, regarding the electoral process in our federation. This will ensure that the gross, unthinkable irregularities surrounding our last general election will never again be repeated in our country's history. And in addition, we will introduce term limit legislation for the office of Prime Minister.
The government says it intends restoring good governance, which it contends was eroded by the past administration.
There exists well-documented proof of the failure of good governance under the past regime. Among the most notorious pieces of evidence are the following: wanton and irresponsible spending at the Sugar Industry Diversification Foundation, SIDF, mismanagement and abuse of our electoral system, and politicization of our civil service to the point where career professionalism is a rare commodity in many ministries whose staff are paid to serve the public with taxpayers' hard-earned dollars. To overcome such blight on our country's image and to return us to a state of exemplary governance, several corrective measures have had to be implemented by our Team Unity government, including investigations into the SIDF and our electoral systems, audits of state entities such as the Office of Constituency Empowerment, naming of new boards for all statutory corporations, proper institution of the Public Accounts Committee in order to improve transparency in government's financial undertakings.
Investigations into the electoral office is something Attorney General Vincent Byron has been reporting on. He says a preliminary report will be made shortly.
Finally, on the regional scene, with elections in Guyana now over, it's down to business in helping the country heal from the sharp political divisiveness, according to Guyana's new president, David Granger. This report courtesy of Capital News, Guyana.
President David Granger today appointed his Prime Minister and 15 other ministers as he pushes ahead to finalize his cabinet. After the swearing-in of Moses Nagamutu as Prime Minister and First Vice President, several other ministers of government took the oath of office before President David Granger. They are Ms. Amna Ali, Minister of National Cohesion, Ronald Bulkan as Minister of Communities, Carl Greenidge as Minister of Foreign Affairs, Kathy Hughes as Minister of Tourism, Mr. Winston Jordan as Minister of Finance, Valda Lawrence as Minister of Social Protection, Dr. George Norton as Minister of Public Health, David Patterson as Minister of Public Infrastructure, Dr. Rupert Roopnarine as Minister of Education, Basil Williams as Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, Simona Brooms as Minister within the Ministry of Social Protection, Dr. Karen Cummings, Minister within the Ministry of Public Health, Annette Ferguson as Minister within the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, and finally a surprise announcement, the only person unknown to politics, Nicolette Henry as Minister within the Ministry of Education. Earlier in the day, Joseph Harmon was sworn in as Minister of State to manage the affairs of the Office of the President and other key agencies. After the swearing-in ceremony, the President addressed the ministers and their families gathered for the event.
We are one team, and we are committed to ensuring that Guyana becomes a less divided country and a less poor country. And I'm very confident that the ministers who've been sworn in today will give the support to me as President and to Mr. Nagamutu as First Vice President, and will continue to work towards ensuring that the people of Guyana have a good life.
The President is expected to make other appointments in the coming days.
To end the Winn TV news, a look again at the headlines. Sir Edmund Lawrence no longer Governor General, and another homicide in Nevis. I'm Audrey Huey, and this has been the Winn TV News.